Hey all you nerds, Gabe aka Froopy Art here, and welcome back to our Gravity Falls and cryptid-inspired Pokemon region. In the previous episode, you visited the arcade and stopped the Cypher Squad goons, and now you need to fill the professor in on their destructive activity.
So then those jerks were like, "Oh no, these two are too powerful for us. We must use our secret weapon." And then they pulled out this thing, I think it was called MUW or something. And then it totally ripped open a little Ultra wormhole, like, and then Ultra Beast came out and we were like, "Oh no!" And then the Ultra Beast was like, "I have you now." And then we beat it.
Whoa, Moose. Did this actually happen, or did you just accidentally destroy half of the arcade again?
Again?
No, Professor Pines. That's 100% what happened. You can ask my compadre here.
All right. So, something got into the arcade, and you two were very heroic and very lucky to stop it, but there's no way it was an Ultra Beast from an itty-bitty pocket wormhole. That's not a thing. Trust me, I would know, as the Pokemon professor and all.
But, Professor...
And secondly, I thought I told you to steer clear of the Cypher Squad. I'm supposed to keep you kids safe, remember? Can't have you running around picking fights with street gangs. But, as mad as I am about this is slightly offset by the fact that these two yahoos brought back another piece of my broken device.
Heck yeah! 3 down, kaboosh!
So, we're gonna go celebrate by hitting the Twin Falls pool. But since I am not 100% convinced that Moose didn't destroy the arcade again...
I didn't think the machines could domino like that.
You've gotta stay here and keep an eye on the research shack. The rest of you goofs, let's go have some fun in the sun. You all make the trek over to the Twin Falls pool, which is pretty popular on this hot summer day. Right off the bat, before you can even get in the water, you stumble across something glittering by the edge of the pool. This is the Slick Scale item. If you happen to still have an unevolved Ittle, it pops up and is transfixed by the scale. Okay, we're finally ready for our final Ittle evolution. This is going to be based on something a little odd, but it fits in with the cryptid world. There are times when bizarre carcasses wash up on beaches or are dredged up by boats. Partially decomposed, these are misidentified as fantastical creatures and cryptids. Of course, they are normally whales and whatnot, but it's a fun jumping off point. So we're taking that general idea and mixing it with another less appealing specimen, the blobfish. Gotta love the blobfish. They aren't nearly as pathetic looking when they're actually in the water, but still, it's just so much fun. And with this being Gravity Falls and all, even though they aren't related, this gives me major, Toby Determined vibes, just the face. Okay, let's meet the last Ittle evolution. This is Menino, the ugly fish Pokemon. Ittle that have been exposed to the Slick Scale item fail to mimic its slick appearance. Bulbous and awkward, Menino look more like a washed-up carcass. These unfortunate fish swim about and constantly sigh about how they turned out. They have few predators, as their looks are enough to keep most Pokemon away. A caring trainer can lift their spirits, but few give Menino the chance. Its ability is Cursed Body, just with its appearance, and that may disable a move that is used on it, with the hidden ability being Water Absorb. Would you evolve your Ittle into this beauty, or are one of the other 3 options more your style? And don't worry, even though Ittle only has 4 possible evolutions, that doesn't mean that we're done with this line. But you'll have to get your Ittle evolution up to level 24 before we get there. It's gonna be pretty fun. I don't want to give anything away, but it's fun. Playing around the pool, you and Maple even get a nice little battle in. letting you test your strength against her tiny little Squirrel. In fact, this nice little battle turns out to be the last thing your starters need to evolve. Okay, first up, a lot of you correctly guessed that little Shrubun would be turning into a Jackalope. Now, all of our starters will be gaining a secondary type here, and our bunny gets to be electric. This seems a little silly at first, but it is said that jackalopes can only breed during lightning storms, so we're gonna run with that. I also loved the idea of the static electricity causing its fur to stand up, so this is actually based on a bunny that I had for a very long time. He was the best good little buddy, and his fuzzy butt is totally this Pokemon's fuzzy butt. We're maintaining the nerdy glasses and the inquisitive look, so that can continue through the line, but it's a little shocked by its new electric development. Okay, let's meet the best little bunny. This is Zabbit, the bunny Pokemon. Hopping about causes this grass type to generate static electricity, causing Zabbit's fur to always stand on end. They are very inquisitive and love to experiment with their new electric capabilities. Zabbit's new horns seem to draw electromagnetism from the atmosphere, so during a thunderstorm, their bodies poof up into a sphere of charged fur. Its ability remains Overgrow, so that boosts grass-type moves when its HP drops below a third, and the hidden ability is still Cute Charm. With fuzzy, soft fur, this speedy little friend is always ready to nuzzle up to ya. But let's see what fiery option is up next. Another great guess by many of you, Little Flambilly is turning into the Jersey Devil. Hats off to you who picked up on the little tufts of fur on its back being rudimentary wings. I wanted this line to continue being the silly goofball, so I wouldn't have it just fly around normally. Instead, its main propulsion comes from its tail. The wings just are supplemental to that. And of course, our little goat is getting the flying type because of all of this flying. Now, I'm not really concerned with creating a perfect type triangle between the starters' secondary types, though we'll do something fun related to that down the road. I won't get into it now. The last little detail for this design are the hooves that I wanted to look like they were super heated and glowing. Fun effect to do. Okay, let's meet the flying daredevil. This is Blaheat, the fire goat Pokemon. With a tail generating sporadic bursts of thrust, this unassuming goat manages to flail through the sky. Blaheat's wings are mainly used to orient itself while flying, but unfortunately it prefers to fly in a haphazard and often destructive manner. Its superheated hooves often leave scorch marks as Blaheat bounces off of its surroundings. The ability is still Blaze, boosting fire-type moves, and the hidden ability is Unaware. You're always at risk of having this happy goat fly into you, but its jolly demeanor is just so infectious that you'd have to forgive its erratic flying. Next up, time to jump into the pool. I think we are all on the same page that Koibra would be headed in the general sea monster cryptid direction. I even had some people correctly guess its secondary typing. Being so shy and standoffish, this was a fun personality to develop into the ghost type. So, the big visual that I'm going for here are the sea serpent humps rising out of the water. So, by giving our ghost type a plane of spectral energy that kind of acts like waves of water, we get a covering that hides our snake and feels thematic. It's a pretty fun addition and will be imperative when we get to our final stage. But let's go ahead and meet our mysterious second stage. This is Hismisty, the shy snake Pokemon. This timid serpent's reticent nature has manifested into an undulating shawl of spiritual energy. When Hismisty is feeling particularly nervous, it produces an eerie fog that can blanket an entire lake. While it prefers to keep its head under the ghostly waves, Hiss Misty come out to aid its friends, using its shawl both offensively and defensively. Its ability is still Torrent, so boosting water-type moves sometimes, and the hidden ability is Swift Swim. If you picked Koibra, are you still happy having a moody snake on your team? And what do you think of all three? I am liking their distinct personalities, as these will really be informing the final stages. I think you're going to really enjoy how they fit into cryptid culture as a whole. Maple's little Squarrow sniffs at the new evolutions and does an excited lap around the pool. Unfortunately, during this display of excitement, Atlantica saunters over.
Well, Maple, is this your real twin? Because you two look identical.
If you mean adorable as heck, then thank you so much.
Well, if you piggies and the rest of your penniless family are going to contaminate the pool, then I am out of here. I don't know why I bothered coming. Our mansion's pool is 3 times this size.
Okay, well, enjoy swimming in your big expensive pool all by yourself.
Whatever. At least my pool is a part of a giant mansion. You losers are staying with a fake Pokémon professor in a rundown gift shop. So you have fun spending the rest of the summer with a criminal. Bye!
Atlantica goes to storm out, but is nearly knocked off her feet when a panicked Mayor Terry barges in.
Excuse me, has anyone seen Lazy Susie? She was supposed to pick up her Pokemon from my daycare a couple of hours ago, but she never showed. I've checked all over town and I don't know where she is.
Lazy Susie? That unfortunate who walks in circles?
That's the one!
Yeah, right before I got here, I'm pretty sure I saw her walking into that psychic kid's tent with some horribly dressed people.
Horribly dressed how?
I mean, nothing as bad as the sweater that you normally wear. They're just in hoods, which are so out right now. Professor Pines?
All right. If these are the same punks, I suppose we should check it out. I was hoping I wouldn't have to get involved with this, but don't worry, Terry. We'll go check out what's going on and find Lazy Susie. Twins, you two are coming with me. Cordy, I need you to go and get those things. You know, those things from the lab that I was gonna give the twins. Here, go get those just in case things go south.
You got it.
What things?
Just something I hope we don't have to use. You kids ready to face pure evil? You both nod, but we'll pick up at the psychic tent in the next episode. Be sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe if you are enjoying the series. There is a new puzzle added to the Discord server, so check out the video description for details on how to join the journal deciphering fun if you haven't done so already. All right, I will catch you in the next one. Later, nerds.